Your favorite favorites are back. Welcome to a new episode of Crayon.vs.Culture, hosted by LaShonda.
My black community. Why are we like this?
Along with Fee.
But I'm saying, let's look within our own country, people.
And Ace.
Then on top of that, how can you trust, these new people that come around you?
And they're the cast of Crayon.vs.Culture.
Welcome to another episode of Crayon.vs.Culture. It's your girl LaShonda, and I'm joined today by Ace.
What's happening?
And our guest, Dereck.
What's up?
Yeah, we don't have Fee today. She's somewhere, but we're gonna pray for her. So this episode, we're gonna talk about public disrespect and public apologies. And this is basically stemming from, I don't know if you guys are familiar. I know you guys are, Ace and Dereck, Matt Barnes. But people don't know sports. Matt Barnes, he's a former NBA player. He's played for the Lakers. He played for the Clippers. Who else he played
Warriors.
for? The Warriors.
Warriors. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's played. He's done his thing in the league or whatever. And Matt, over the years, I've had this interesting love-hate relationship with him because I feel he's very emotional and he can go too far. This is the same person that got in his damn car and drove wherever to go fight his former teammate, Derek Fisher.
Hey, I have no problem with that move right there. That one move. Derek needed that ass whooping. He needed that ass.
I agree 100%. The light skin on light skin violence was needed.
I was like, what is this uncooked?
That beige on beige fight. Yeah.
I was like, these two uncooked fools over here just acting crazy. But but that's a whole different topic. But in this aspect, Matt, when he gets mad about certain things, he likes to take it to IG. Like he does lives or he tweets and he says whatever. In this
honestly, D, that's actually how he made his career, just being that rebel on the court. He was as tough as nails and just wasn't scared of shit. So it actually has transitioned off court as well.
See, but when you dealing with children and you was with this person, you created a child, this and the other. I think so basically what happened was he's been on IG. Him and his newest child mother have broken up or whatnot. They went their separate ways. I guess they were trying to figure out visitation, and I guess he was in his feelings. He took it to IG saying, you're keeping my child away from me. You talking about you here. You told me you're at All-Star Weekend. You're not at All-Star Weekend. You over here taking pictures off of, what is it, like Google. You're Googling pictures and putting them on IG like you saying you're here. You're flexing for the gram, and you're not there. You're holding my child. You this, you that. And it was just like he was taking it too far. And it was just like, If you feel that you are in the right and you got all this money and time, use your lawyers to go fight. Like, why are you going to IG about it? But then he did all that just to come back and apologize and things got heated, and he he basically out his own mouth, he said public disrespect calls for a public apology. So, fellas, what do you guys think about people subbing people or basically blasting people on social media? If you had that direct relationship with them, and the person that's really not on social media like that, I'm gonna start with him. Dereck, what do you think about people that do that? Should you come to social media?
I don't, because I just avoid that kind of attention. But people sub people all day. I got subbed earlier this week. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. So, it happens. Look, he's light skinned, so you got to understand that.
But you light skinned.
No, I'm brown. Just so we're clear.
Oh Lord, here we go.
And you got to understand, like, he's gonna be in his feelings about stuff. But be honest with you, what he did is no different than what a lot of women do. He just did a woman's trait. Like, he went online. He just ain't. I don't know if he burned any candles or had any sage going in the background, but he got on there.
Blunt.
Speaking of sage, y'all see the sage though? Y'all see it.
There you go. He was in his feelings about a situation that was out of his control at the time. He wanted to see his children, and he acted out. I respect the fact that he came back and apologized about the situation, because I agree with him. If you embarrass someone publicly, don't privately respond to me, because you embarrass me in front of all these millions of followers that you have. Like, his podcast is booming. Him and Steven Jackson are definitely doing their thing. So the same way you embarrass me is the same way you need to apologize to me. Understand, like, hey, I'm trying to do the best by our children as you are. So I definitely agree that he should apologize in public if you disrespect me in public. Because I'm not going to accept your apology in private, because that's not where the situation happened. But yeah, I mean, I think it's real simple. You just got to, Herm Edwards always said, don't hit send. And I know that he said that on Twitter and I guess Facebook, but don't go live. Nothing good happens when you go live when you're upset. Nothing good happens.
Nothing.
So he said, don't hit send. We need him to come back and say, don't go live, because folks don't understand. Everyone, as soon as something happens, whether it's artists and their record deals or men and women in relationships, as soon as they go live after an argument, it's gonna be some disrespectful stuff said, and you're gonna regret it. When you wake up in the morning time, you're gonna regret it and be like, damn, why did I say that? You feel me? And you're gonna have a lot of backpedaling to do, and you're gonna have to apologize for it in the long run. So if you're upset, the last thing you want to do is go on social media, because that's forever. Once you hit send, that shit's on there forever. They will always go and see that stuff.
Because you have people that like to screen record. You have people, you can delete it all day, but people screen record.
You don't ever want to talk bad about the mother of your child. There's one thing, because they can always find that footage.
Very true. Very true.
People will always send that to them. I'm thankful right now. I don't have any children, but you can. That's all. As soon as you hit send, that's on the internet forever. And one thing you want to do is talk bad about the mother of your child. So yeah, just don't hit send. Don't go on live, so you won't have to apologize. All right? That's just how I feel about that situation.
Or find your good trusted friend and you call them. You call a good trusted friend and you vent to them until you can't vent no more. You're good.
Yeah, call Steven Jackson.
The phone and shut up.
Call Steven Jackson. Y'all gonna light up a blunt and y'all gonna chill.
Spark up.
And Steven gonna be like, yo, bro, it's shit wild. You know him, it's wild, man. Anyway, that's what he gonna be. So Ace, what you think?
Well, I'm in agreement with Dereck as far as if it is a situation to where you embarrass somebody publicly, you have to apologize publicly. I think that's just par for the course. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do want to come. Even I actually agree with everything Dereck said, but I'm gonna come from a different vantage point as far as my thought process with this. First of all, let me preface my comments with no, don't put your shit on public platforms for everybody to be in your business. A lot of times when people do that, it's more so of an impulsive move opposed to, them actually thinking it out. You know what I'm saying? As, arguments in the real life occur, they just have an impulsive moment and they just go online and say some dumb shit. But the vantage point that I kind of want to bring up, I kind of think that, and of course we don't know exactly why he did it, but since I just want to have, just a different type of conversation, what if it was a situation to where he felt the need to do it publicly because nothing else was working, or he felt that was going to get her attention? You know what I'm saying? I kind of can speak, because, I don't do that shit, but I kind of can speak from experience. There was a situation with, me and my child's mother where we wasn't, getting along for a while. As far as our ideas and, our thoughts as far as how, our son should be raised. And what I actually did was I went on Facebook, and I didn't really, people who know the situation knew what I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of just, not necessarily put the situation on blast, but vented my frustration. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it was a few days or a couple of weeks later, the message I got back to her, and we actually had a decent conversation. And since then, we've been on the same page, you feel what I'm saying? But I had no other ideas of how to get these thoughts to her. You know what I'm saying? And it actually worked in both of our favors, because at the end of the day, the parents need to be, in the child's life, from a positive perspective. But it could have been a situation like that. You feel what I'm saying? Even though it's not, I don't, of course his was a little bit more drastic than my.
But I think he cussed her mama too.
Yeah. So was you disrespectful though?
Oh no.
Yes, he
His
cussed her mama. Oh, my
his
age?
was
Oh, I don't
different.
know.
His was
Yeah.
different than mine, but I'm just going from the overall perspective of maybe he did that purposely to get at her. You feel what I'm saying? Even though it's wrong, even though you shouldn't do that shit. What if that's what his game plan was? And then, you know what I'm saying? And then he also could have apologized because shit, you trying to get sponsors and shit going for your podcast. You can't be doing stuff like that on social media. People not gonna be wanting to work with you. You feel
No,
me?
because you damn sound like you about to drive in a car and go drive through her house. Like that's what stuff he sounded like he was on. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Lord,
Yeah, I mean, but that,
Gloria said you was crazy.
But that's what our perspective is. We wouldn't do that just because we don't use social media for that. So a lot of people, given his profession now, everything is content. Maybe that could have been, something just because he's so used to, being online or being a voice for something. He probably felt the need to do it, in that manner. You know what I mean? But it was wrong. I
It's
wouldn't
just
do it.
damn reckless. You're going to use
Hey,
your platform or
people
use
do
your
that.
situation to benefit your platform.
People do that though. Remember what I said? Shit,
He ain't the first.
negativity outweighs positivity.
You've
on
been
social
saying
media.
that, and I just can't for the life of me sit there and be like, you know what?
Bullshit outweighs logical.
He's
shit.
100% correct, and
It's just what
we
it
need
is
to
on social
change that
media.
We need to change that narrative, but he's 100% correct. Like people will
It's never
click
gonna
on
change,
a
unfortunately.
train wreck.
Well,
They'll
then
click on a
shit.
train wreck before they stop to
I'm
see.
about to start airing out some of my stuff. I'm about to piss some people off there.
I mean,
I'm gonna
hey. If you open that goddamn Pandora's box, you better be able to deal with what comes with it.
I'm about to just stop blasting and just stop putting stuff out there. And this is what it's gonna do for Crayon.vs.Culture. Hell no, I ain't gonna do that. My mom will call me and be like, "Girl, if you don't take that down," and I heard what's out there, but you need to take that down. Like, I don't even want anyone to have that energy towards me and to call me and be like, "Yo, take that down," or "You need to chill." Like, First of all, with Matt, I think Matt is like 36. No, Matt's like 38 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like 38.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like 38. You too old, and you've been through this already with your twin's mother. You too old for this. Stop it. Like, at the end of the day, you and her are together for a minute. I'm sure you got some friends. If you having issues with what's going on, contact your mutual friends and go through that way. We don't need to know what's going on with y'all, how you feeling, this and other. You cussed her mom, like, what? Why are you doing all this? Like, you sound very irrational, and it's just like,
I mean, how mom
he
did
probably
born
did
her.
have to apologize because of that.
So I'm just saying, her mom did born her, so I can see why. Cuss the mom out as well. I mean, that is her mother.
Hey, so you know how sometimes us females be cussing a dude's mom? That's warranted.
No, I'm not warranted it. I'm just making a joke that is a mother. I can see but she might have got that trait from that upset him, that triggered something, and light skinness came out. But you can't. Hey, as a man, you will never win that battle. You can't do it.
You're not. Nope.
You will, as a man, you will never win that battle. You can't do it. You just can't do it. It doesn't matter what. You're always gonna look bad because you're gonna be the emotional man, and you just can't do it. Men are trained to be strong, so you can't show that vulnerability on live and be upset.
I actually think Matt doesn't care about that. He's had several situations where he just jumped off the deep end and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's another reason if you be seeing how they be smoking and getting it in. I think that's another reason he probably smokes a lot because he had to keep his temperament down. You know what I'm saying? Like, Matt he's a ticking time bomb. You feel what I'm saying? But it doesn't make no excuse. It doesn't make an excuse for his action though.
Here's my thing with me and live and airing our dirty laundry. Of course, we all don't have perfect lives. We have issues. My whole thing is I don't really like apologizing. Unless I feel deep down within my bones, I am fully wrong. I hate it. I hate it.
I think this is a known fact. Yes, you
yeah,
are.
But
that person.
I will apologize. I'm not above apologizing. I will. So for me,
it sounds like you are.
What?
Sounds like you are above apologizing. I'm just being honest with you. I've been knowing you for 32
like,
years. It's like you're not fond of apologizing. My G,
She
I'm
don't
be
seem like
honest
a.
with you.
But that's
look
why
like
I
a very apologetic
strive. I strive to not be. I strive to not really piss people off. I strive to be intentional with what I say. So when I say it, I own it. I stand behind it.
You don't have to.
So
You
if I
don't have to
went
piss someone
live,
off to apologize. You know that. You can just be wrong. That's not pissing someone off. You can still apologize if
what
you're
do you
wrong.
mean? Like what?
See, here we go. Here we go. It's happening.
But this is not
It's
a
happening.
Dr. Phil session. You know what I mean? But you don't have to like piss. I don't have to be upset with you to be like you're wrong in this situation. So we'd be like, you know what, my bad.
No, but we've had that. We've had those.
You never said hold on. You've never said my bad for when you threw me into that furnace. Just so we're clear.
Stop.
You never said
No.
Hey,
No.
we have.
I've never
some
got an
evidence
apology,
of-
just so we're clear.
Y'all, I don't know this man. Who is this man?
Oh.
I don't know him.
So you're not gonna apologize, D? That what you're saying?
I'm just
You gonna
saying,
apologize?
bro.
I would like to apologize to my younger cousin. When we were younger, I may have pushed him into a furnace and he ended up with stitches and bleeding out his head.
I just want to say
Damn.
it's May 2nd, 2020, and I finally got this apology. That feels like it's 20-something years, too.
You see how that been sitting on him, not necessarily in a negative way, but he been waiting for the right moment. Like, I mean, he gonna apologize at some point. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I'm gonna get that apology.
I'm gonna get that apology, bro. Like, yo.
I was like 5 and he was like 3. So, yeah, it was like 1990s. So it's about 20 years. 20, 30 years.
That's funny.
I apologize.
That is funny. Real life.
I accept your apology.
Hey, only on Crayon.vs.Culture. Only on Crayon.vs.Culture.
Right. I'm over here trying to get answers and I'm being the one put on blast. You see how things happen? But no, honestly, all jokes aside, I think people, honestly, I on social media, I see it all day and I had to really stop blocking people. I'm going to start giving people journals because sometimes some of the stuff people put out there is just like, why the hell are you telling us this? Like, you really crazy right now.
I'll get my goddamn popcorn and be looking like, I don't know why you goddamn saying this, but I'm going to look at this shit.
But then even then, you got family members, like people you know, and they basically subbing each other. Because it's happened recently. I ain't going to call no names. But I've seen it with people subbing each other. And it's just like, that's your damn cousin. Call that person. Y'all doing too much. Like, and
are you the person that waits for the resolution though? I'm like, so y'all did all the subbing, and now I see
where the
what's
rest of
going
it?
on. Let me get the resolution. Like, how did y'all fix this issue? Because you've brought me into your life that I didn't ask to be in.
We're gonna check the 5. Where?
So please let me know how this ended. Did you finally get custody? Do you have visitation rights? Is he paying child support? These are all questions we need answers to. Once you put that on the board, it's for everyone's consumption. Like, it's for all of us to now see and give you an opinion. You may not ask for it, but once you put send, it's for all your followers to have an opinion on it.
And they're followers because they're going to share it. And they shall share it. And they're going to share it.
So when it's time for me to ask you, well, is the child yours? Do you have custody? Is he cheating? Whatever the case may be, don't be upset with me because you voluntarily shared that information. So now I want to close that chapter in my social media life and move on to the next.
I wonder how his I wish I was on live with at the time that he was doing that to watch the comments. I'm sure the comments were lit.
No, they were like, yo, you're wild. I think honestly, you go on YouTube, you'll probably see it with the comments. And they were like, yo, you wild. Like, you need to chill. Like, you at this again? Oh, light skin. Oh, light skin. You know, they was talking about him like if he don't have light skin behavior again. Like, dude, they're like, what you gonna do? Get in your car and drive to her house?
It's funny talking about light skin. I just had a back and forth with somebody light skin on Twitter like a couple weeks ago. I just said, stop acting light skin. Like I literally said that. Just stop acting light skin, bro. Like he was in his feelings for nothing. But yeah, light skin trade is real. It's real.
Hey, don't threaten Matt Barnes to drive somewhere because it's been shown he will. Okay, so don't be like, you're going to drive in your car. Matter of fact, I will. Gas is cheap right now. He can make that drive.
Cheap. He don't care. And he in Cali, so he don't care. We damn
quarantine. You're going to take that drive.
I just don't like it, and I think it creates, like you said, Dereck, it's out there forever, and your kid is someday gonna hear about it because we live in an age where everything is documented. It's not like when we was growing up and our parents went through whatever with the other parent. It was he said, she said. But then no, this time it's like, no, there's real evidence that this is what you said about your child's mother. Like if she was good enough to lay her down and have a kid with, then she good. she, this is like, oh, she having a bad day. And just walk off.
All right.
Just come and tell us about it. We don't even care. Like we didn't even need to know all that because we had no idea. All we knew they had broken up, and we was like, okay, they broke up. It was good. Then he came and told us, the other stuff. We was like, oh, now what's going on here? So don't bring us into your stuff. Don't bring anybody into your stuff. You don't want public opinion. Is how I look at it because I'm sure we all got some skeletons and issues that we're dealing with behind the scenes, but I damn sure don't want it to be public like that. Like maybe in the future, once it gets resolved, we could talk about it, but it would not be brought out until it's handled behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And maybe because I'm a hundredaire, so let me be a hundredaire and keep my family shit to myself and keep my stuff to myself. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you guys have any final thoughts or whatnot on this?
Oh no, I mean shit. Stop acting light skin out here. I think that's what we kind of came to the conclusion of. No, I'm just playing, but no, I don't got nothing else to add to it.
Nah. Good question. Would it be different if she did it versus him, or?
No, they both look simple. But I think a society would have accepted it better coming from her because it's a female trait.
Well,
I don't
why
accept it from
is
either
that?
people. I don't accept it from either because why are you airing your business?
Society has their own rules and regulations that you can choose to either go abide by or just live your own life. But
Certain
she's icing you or beating you.
Yeah, always. There's double standards everywhere. You already know
unless
that.
he's physically a threat to you, like beating you and doing all that kind of stuff. Because I mean, they did exchange some words and stuff like that. But unless he's doing that type of stuff, then even then, like y'all need to figure that out. There's cops. I'm sure there's cops in Beverly Hills or wherever the hell y'all living at. Y'all can call them. Don't come to us because we can't do nothing for you. We ain't got that type of money anyway. So don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me.
Well, let's give him, even though he did he messed up and did that. Let's also give him credit for apologizing.
Oh yeah, no. When he did that, I said, "Look at you, Matt. You grew up. Look at you." And I think he was gonna apologize. I thought he was just gonna go to the deepest end with it. But no, he came back and he was just like, "I need to chill."
I wonder if that was I wonder if it was genuine though. You know what I'm saying? What happened to make him come back to apologize? You feel
maybe he smoked a strand that took him to that part.
But when is an apology not enough? Because this ain't like the first incident Matt Bronson had with a young lady, right? Or not saying like abuse or anything like that, but just relationship wise, like when is you apologize? Like, all right, bro, like this is just your move. Like we know about
that. That's you.
We know about his basketball wives situation, and then Derek Fisher, right? Which I don't think he's in the wrong in that situation at all. But it's still an issue that
you really don't think he was wrong?
No, I don't. That's your teammate's wife. You can't do that. The mother of his children. You can't do that. So he's not wrong at all. He should have did it sooner, to be honest with you, and he should have recorded it.
Derek Fisher was on some bitch made shit with that. Like that's just an unwritten rule.
But
you hoop with the guy, and then you're a coach. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you just, and there's a reason why Derek Fisher doesn't have a job right now. Like,
exactly. That's yes.
That's the reason he doesn't have a job.
He was a trash coach. I'm like,
no. But that was the reason to fire him. If there's a lot of trash coaches that get second chances. He's not going to get a second chance because no GM wants that situation with his players.
Oh yeah, you be fucking the players' wives and shit.
Yeah,
we ain't about to deal with you, bro.
You just can't do it. But no, my question was like, when is an apology not enough if you continue to repeat the same act over and over again? Like you just act out emotionally and rationally just because it's the thing to do. Then you apologize when you're sober.
I think he can't help it
the next day.
I think he really can't help it. He's a very impulsive creature, I believe. So he just cannot help it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
but eventually,
that's what it comes out.
Eventually, that apology ain't gonna mean nothing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Eventually, it's not gonna mean anything. And those that are close to him, I think he lost his mom. I think he has some stuff to deal with that. He has some growing to do, and he has some to put on his big boy shorts and get it together. And he needs to have people around him that holds him accountable for that, because like you said, Dereck, eventually your apologies, and it's gonna be like, all right, he out here wilding again, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Orlando Brown. That fool done wild out.
You know
We
what?
just like, oh, just as him.
Let's not give Orlando no credit. I'm tired of seeing him on social media. He's dumb. You get tired of those people that just keep getting abused because they just keep just saying this random shit, talking about everybody sucking dick. You know, like, come on, Orlando, shut up.
Social media. Everybody got a platform in social media.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. And I think it's like with Matt in this situation, let's say this is the second one that we know of. If he has another one, that's 3 strikes you out. We're gonna have to stop listening to your ass at this point, because you
actually, I do like his perspective on a lot of stuff. He is an entertaining podcast individual. Like, I like to hear him talk, but
he's entertaining outside of his own personal stuff. And that's sad.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that means you can better handle this persona than you can handle what's actually in your damn face.
But you know what? Also, it may become a situation where the public becomes so used to it. You know, like some Kanye shit. Everybody knows every now and then Kanye gonna go on Twitter and just tweet for a whole day or some bullshit. Oh, Kanye just Kanye. It's gonna be a situation where Matt Barnes is Matt Barnes, and he's just doing his thing. Just don't pay him no attention.
And you listen to past stuff, like even Kanye, and you're like, where did this become acceptable? This wasn't even you. And that's how I feel like about Matt. Matt has always been marching to his own beat, but he never been this damn radical, like this damn. And I think like social media enhances it, because hey, I want to say this, I can just go and tweet it. No, it's out there. And I think the accessibility is kind of a drug to some people. Not realizing it's a sickness. Like, you need to chill. Like, why did you even say that? Now you tweet, now you got to delete it. But no, somebody took a screenshot of it, so it's already out there. So why even put it out there?
Hey, we also haven't really gave this thought. What if he just doesn't give a fuck? Like this is what I do. Like, it probably doesn't even bother him one bit. I mean, he
financially, it will start to bother you.
I mean, it will eventually, but maybe he just don't care. You know, some people just don't care.
No. He may not, but there's a reason he apologized on the same. Stephen Jackson. He even mentioned before he apologized, he prefaced it by saying, "My brother Stephen Jackson said the day before, if you this and that, apologize for it." That's why. That's also the reason.
Because you're messing up the brand.
So Stephen Jackson
like, "Hey, bro, I feel you."
Stephen Jackson's black. You know, Matt is light skinned. So when a black talk to you, be like, "Hey, you're messing up the money."
When black talk to you, I know you're a black.
You gotta understand,
like, hey, bro, I'm still trying to get invited to First Take. I'm trying to be invited Undisputed because I'm, directly with you, but you're messing stuff up with me too, bro.
Yeah. You're never gonna win that. So
like, y'all now, like, we can't go on ESPN because look what you're saying. Like,
right.
So, and then Matt is selling a beer thing as well for Target. So you're messing up your own money, your own funds. So if I'm sure somebody talked to him like, yo, you need to fix this because it's been going on for a little too long now. I need to chill. So I think that's what led to him apologizing. But we'll see how long it'll be. It's all fun and games until, money and all that stuff gets involved. And then we'll probably have round 2 of this nonsense. But I hope we don't. I hope his light skin and him chill and he just.
Oh no, it's gonna happen again. Maybe not like in this form, but he's gonna do something again eventually. So that impulsiveness, you can't control it. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be in a different form or a different way next time.
It's like Tourette's of the damn brain. Like, why are you doing that? You don't know. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Ace, what are your handles?
Instagram Ace_Alpha, the number 2. Twitter Ace_YUNG, the number 2. Get at me.
And I know he don't have none, but Dereck, what are your handles?
I ain't got no handles. Just catch
He's
me
off the grid.
Coach, one of these days I'm gonna be on here again.
He gonna be back. That's my little big cousin. He'll be back.
I saw you was like, what? I don't even remember this. I'm like, damn, what's up, bro?
Been a minute,
man. Ace asked for you like last year. He's like, how drunk that?
Been a minute. I mean, but this is good. I appreciate y'all inviting your boy on.
Oh no, we appreciate it. And I am Washonda. You can catch me at Patchwork85 on IG, Patchwork_. 85 on Twitter, and Crayon.vs.Culture on Twitter and IG. And we will talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Yep.
Until next time, keep living life outside the box.